Hello everybody, my name is Ben. Now I would like to welcome you to my show called Cooking with Ben. Now let's get started with the healthy smoothie. For this recipe we're going to be using 2 glasses to be filled, and we have almond milk, vanilla extract, maple syrup, ground cinnamon, and applesauce. And we can't forget about the hazelnuts, do we? Alright, now let's start. First we're going to get some almond milk, 1 cup to be exact. Pro tip, open it before you start. Now that we have 1 cup of almond milk, we're going to be doing 1 cup of applesauce. Just put it straight in. And to be exact, this is already 1 cup, so you can just pour it right in there. Next up we have half a cup of hazelnuts, which are very delicious. I wanted to mention, before we started, we already put 1 cup of ice in here, just so that we wouldn't have to hassle and run downstairs and get ice. No time wasted here at the Far Library. Next, now the ground cinnamon, which is pretty tasty. Normally put it on food, never put it in a drink. See how it tastes today. Unopened, I'm so glad we're able to purchase new things here. It's very grounded. Now, in this recipe, it did say to use dates, but I don't do those. We're going to use maple syrup instead, which is a little more sweet to me. I think it's 2 teaspoons. Let's go ahead and get this back out. One. And 2. Let's close this up. And now for 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Nice! Now that everything's inside, we're gonna go ahead and blend this. After about a minute of blending, it should be done and smooth and creamy, and that's how you get the job done. Now, it serves 2. 1.5. Now let's try this. Now that's what I call an apple pie in a glass. Now let's get started with some healthy pancakes from this book, Pancakes and Waffles. Now for the ingredients, we have apples, lemon, white flour, baking powder, some salt, eggs, some butter as well, milk. Instead of whole milk, we're going to be using almond milk to stay a little healthier, some yogurt, and some more vanilla, and a banana. To start, we're going to skin an apple and cut it into small pieces. But first, I already did that. Thinking way ahead. So now that it's all cut, we're going to put it into a bowl and pour half a lemon into the bowl with the apples inside of them. Cut to about 1/2-inch sizes, maybe diced or squared. Once that's done, we're going to set it aside. We're not going to use it just yet. Now we're gonna mix the ingredients to make the flour, the base of the pancake really, the essence and the soul. So this is not the flour. Now we're gonna start on the pancake, which is flour, 1 cup. Now some baking powder, and to be exact, it would be 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Now some sugar, 2 tablespoons. It's looking delicious already. And now some salt. I know what you're thinking, why salt? It's food. It goes in pancakes. And 1 pinch. So I'm gonna guess it on my fingers. Yours might be bigger or smaller. Just a pinch. That's how it's done. Now we're gonna be adding eggs, butter, vanilla, pretty much the rest of the stuff that we have. So I'm gonna cut up 2 tablespoons of butter. Throw it right in there. 2 eggs. And now we're gonna add some milk. For the milk, we're gonna do 1 cup of almond milk. Here it is. And now once we add all this, we're gonna gradually mix it. So as you're going, you're gonna wanna mix so that it gets a nice little thick feel to it. So you just move this over all up in here. Now let's add some yogurt and vanilla. So this will be 1/3 cup of yogurt and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now let's mix. Now we're gonna cut a banana. We're gonna cut them about 1/4 inch, so they'll be very small, to match the apple slices. Alright, now that we have enough, we can put them right next to the apples. Now let's get this pan ready with some warm, greasy butter. Smells delicious already. Now we're not gonna make a lot. So now that we cut the apples beforehand, we're just gonna place them in a little spot where we're gonna pour our batter. We'll put about 3 and some bananas. Could have sworn we had a white pan. I don't know where that went. Unless it's the lighting. But we work with what we got with here at the Farr Memorial Library. The best in the business. Let's do 1 more to be on the safe side in case the first 2 don't come out as planned. So now let's pour this batter into this cup so it'd be a lot easier to pour the portions that we need. Now, to get a good nice circle, you're gonna wanna pour at a nice firm 75-degree angle and then just let it go down. You gotta go really slow too, because the butter is still. These are good old-fashioned pancakes right here. Nothing like you'd get at a restaurant, right, folks? After about 2 minutes, you're gonna want to flip the pancakes. You see how now they're a little bit more fluffy. You're gonna want right under it and just. Now for this one, it's a little bigger. You don't want wrist action and BAM! Now for that third one. Beautiful noise. You hear that sizzle? You know what we call that in the food industry? Business. So now that you're done with the meal, you can enjoy your breakfast with a cold glass of milk, maybe some syrup. And don't forget that you can check out all these books available here at the Farr Library, the second floor reference department, our cooking section. This is Cooking with Ben. Hear that sizzle? So we in the food industry call delicious. You hear that sizzle? In the food industry, you know what we call that? Business. All right. You hear that sizzle, folks? In the food industry, you know what we call that? Delicious. You hear that sizzle? You know what we call that in the food industry? Business. Now let's try this. Now let's try these smoothies. Now that's what I call an apple pie in the glass. Now let's try these smoothies. That's what I call an apple pie in the glass. Hold on.
It comes off with the black man. Just pick it up straight up, para arriba.
Oh.